Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you've all had a good day, because I have. The last couple of days have been amazing, and when I say it has been fun, the amount of salt that is in the community right now from both fanboy groups, that's not including Nintendo of course, they're having a fucking field day watching everyone cry. But the amount of Xbox and PlayStation fanboys I've seen cry today is fucking great. PlayStation fanboys going around saying that this is their game, and Xbox fanboys going around thinking that 30 frames is still okay because Nintendo can do it. We're in for a real good treat today, boys. I'm not really much of a big fan of reacting to tweets from fucking idiots on Twitter, but either way, I don't know how long this video will be because of that. Since I'm not a huge fan of it, I don't like to waste time. So with that being said, let's get started. When I say we're starting off strong, we are definitely starting off strong. This first tweet really goes to show where fanboys are at right now. SpiderMan 2 needs to be delayed to next year for any chance of winning Game of the Year. Cause what the fuck is this? Look at that score. It's a real shame that this so-called Spider-Man you've been talking up is somehow not able to compete anymore. You've been telling us all this year that Spider-Man is Game of the Year, and now you're not so sure. Why is that? Are you afraid with someone competing with Sony? Is that what you're telling me? Instead of it being your own personal Game of the Year, you want it to be everyone's Game of the Year, and now you're afraid it could not happen. Why is that? Why are you not so sure in Insomniac's skill to make a good game? You are the same fanboys that said to us that competition is good. And now that there is competition, you don't want there to be competition. You want to move the game back a year where there is no competition. Why are you so afraid of it now? You kept telling us for years that we need competition, we need Xbox to compete. And now that Nintendo has released the one game they do every couple of years, you're afraid of it. Even though Xbox doesn't really pull their weight as much as they used to, it's kind of funny to see that you people are scared shitless of a handheld device game. And from what I've heard, it's really good. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and find myself a way to play it on PC. Just because it pisses you people off. And with all that being said, let's go take a look at our next fanboy. This person is holding on so much just a HiFi Rush to compete with everything else. And don't get me wrong, HiFi Rush was a good game from what I've heard. I am never going to play it, of course. It doesn't interest me. Xbox exclusive HiFi Rush is currently number 3 on OpenCritic 2023 Hall of Fame, behind Resident Evil 4 and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Don't get me wrong, I think HiFi Rush is a good game. From everything I've heard from other people playing it, they enjoyed their time with it. It was a bit short, but it got what it wanted to do done. But this guy continually says that HiFi Rush will be Game of the Year, will be one of the top games. It may be, but I don't think it's going to beat Zelda anytime soon. The reason why I included you in here is because you non-stop talk about the game, and plus I had no other way to properly segue into the other shit you shared. So, I'm just going to share these screenshots that you shared with the rest of the community, and I forgot to give you credit, so this is where I do it now. Enjoy. So, I'm sure as we all know, Zelda was more than likely review bombed, and the way that we're going to show proof, I'm not going to read this review out, it's up to you if you want to pause the video and take a look. But we're just going to go take some proof and show you that this was definitely review bombed by a fanboy. And I know there is a lot more, I'm just going to use this one as an example. Oh my, color me surprised. Can you see the problem? 10 for Horizon, 0 for Zelda. I don't think I need to go any more detail into this, it's pretty fucking obvious. But if you didn't think people were review bombing the game, now you know, people definitely are. So let's move on to a fanboy I forgot to cover a couple days ago. Crap Gamer has come up with a new and interesting take. $70, 19 FPS, PS2 graphics, same as the last map, can be beat in 94 minutes. I don't know if the last one is true, if it can be beaten in 94 minutes. Personally, I don't know, I don't care. People seem to be enjoying it, and that's all that really fucking matters. The fact that you're out here after capping for redfall really goes to show that you are down bad and looking for any reason to shit-talk any other companies. You know full well that companies like Microsoft should have never released a game like Redfall in that state. And the fact that you continue to cap for it even to this day, and while everyone else has pretty much, in my eyes, forgotten about it, goes to show that you are truly the crap gamer. And as long as I live and breathe, you will continue to be that crap gamer. I will be waiting for your video, talking, reviewing, or criticizing the game, because I cannot wait to make a video on you for the first time. So with all that being said, the next person we're taking a look at is truly the greatest human being alive. He went from shit-talking the game before release, to now, hear me out when I say this, capping for it. I know, what a shocker. So, Can you guess who it is? If you guessed Salt King, you were absolutely correct. Y'all ready for that $70, 30 frames a second, 900p glorified expansion? You know what's funny about this? You know what, I won't even bother showing you. If you really want to go how it's so easy to contradict this piece of shit, it's that easy. Just go to his page. Go to his Twitter page and go have a look. He went from hating on the game, saying that it's gonna be ass, to now defending it and saying that it's so fucking good. Because at the end of the day, as long as Xbox doesn't have it, it's good to him. And yet, he talks about how performance and many other things is shit. Does he forget Forspoken was at this same quality, 720p, and could barely even run at the required frame rate? What a fucking shocker, he doesn't remember that. I mean, who would want to remember that game? That game honestly just sucked ass. I don't think anyone wants to remember that shit. I don't blame him. Oh my, it's J-Dub. Everybody, when it comes to Nintendo, for those who don't know what he's talking about the performance during puzzle sections. When doing any of that stuff, the performance seems to drop, and he believes that no one will criticize them. I will criticize them. Everyone I've seen is willing to criticize them. And I find it funny that he thinks no one will. Everyone will criticize it if it's shit. I've always seen that with every game. People did that with Halo Infinite, Forspoken, and they will definitely do it with Nintendo. It's just that the product overall is much better, and you're too fucking stupid to realize that. And to my knowledge, you're also capping to this game as well. What a fucking coincidence, you and Salt King are doing the exact same thing. Now, we can take a look at our final thing for today, because it is truly good. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has broken people. Out of every person alive, how do I get this? And as you can see, it truly goes to show that fanboys are really coping and seething at the fact this game is performing so well. I don't need to read it. You can pause the video if you want. Again, I don't like reading long shit. God damn, every fanboy's out there trying to kill each other. I can only see what Harmon Smith is like. Harmon must be fucking having a field day taking a read of all this, and the game performing well and everything. I can't wait to see what type of shit fucking he pumps out. You know, let's go stalk his channel a little bit later. Maybe that will be the next video. But I will say this, there's going to be a lot more content from fanboys going forward, as everyone just seems pretty pissed off, and it's kind of funny to watch that the people are that mad about a game doing well, instead of sitting down and enjoying the fucking game. What a fucking shocker, to say the least. Now, that is it. I was hoping I could try and find a video to splice into this to make fun of it, try and make it a little bit longer. I don't really like doing videos that are under like fucking 13 minutes. Hope you boys all take care. I'll see you all later. You know, do the usual, leave a like, subscribe, help a man out. I want to reach 1,000 soon. So, all of you take care. Bye-bye.